We're out here to celebrate our 7th year kickoff for Louisiana Lemonade Day. I'm real excited because looking back, we've reached over 100,000 kids, and this year our goals are even bigger, and we're going for 25,000 kids this year alone. That's going to be a lot of lemonade stands.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming today. I appreciate it. We're excited to announce today the kickoff officially for the 2017 Lemonade Day Louisiana here in Baton Rouge. And the backpack stuffing, as you see outside, we have 25,000 backpacks being stuffed today, which is very exciting news. I'd like to thank Dean White and Dr. Ed Watson for hosting us again this year, and James Davis for facilitating this chaotic event, as I would like to say, organized chaos. So
yes, thank you all very much.
We greatly appreciate LSU's continued support. And Dean White, I'm going to give you a few words. Thanks for having us.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the E.J. Uso College of Business and our wonderful building, wonderful facility. And on behalf of the Stevenson Entrepreneurship Institute, I think this is our 6th year we're doing this, and we couldn't be prouder. I want to thank Todd and John Georges and Mike and The Advocate and Entergy and, of course, Canes and all the other sponsors that are involved. This is certainly a great effort. Entrepreneurship is a huge strategic initiative in the college. This fall, we're going to launch a bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship for the first time. It's going to be a joint degree that you can only get if you pair it with another degree around campus, whether it be in agriculture or engineering, science, or architecture. So we're really excited about that. But today's event is about entrepreneurship at the grassroots level, at the very basic level. So we're really proud to participate in this. It's what makes this country and our economy what it is. Everything we can do to create new business is for the benefit of all, and we couldn't be more proud of this program. So thank you again, everyone, for the sponsorship.
Thank you, Dean White. I'd like to touch on that for a minute. We have a lot of great sponsors that have make this program what it is today and can allow us to continue to grow every year. Last year we served over 20,000 Louisiana youth, and this year we're going for 25. So really excited about that, and that's huge progress over the years. So that wouldn't be possible without the continued support of our local and statewide sponsors, such as MAP Construction. We have Mike Polito, who's our Baton Rouge City champion this year, Louisiana Economic Development, who's been a major supporter in statewide efforts in getting in the rural areas, particularly Secretary of State Tom Shedler, who is last year announced an agreement where the kids are able to have a business certificate, like they're an official business, so it's really cool. We also have Acadian companies. We have Gibbs Construction in New Orleans. Raising Cane's is obviously a major sponsor, and then the Advocate newspapers, along with many, many other Level Homes, local businesses that really, truly make this all what it's about. And everyone that gets involved in the program sees the benefit it has of these great youth, and that's why year after year, they continue to support us again. So we're really excited about that and looking forward to that. And I'd like to pass it to the co-founder himself, Mr. Graves, who's been a big supporter. He's obviously a big part of why we grow. He's not comfortable with status quo, as I tell people. So we can't grow minor. We have to grow big every year. So it's really encouraged us and to continue to grow. So Todd, thanks for everything.
Jordan, thank you, and yes, thank you to all the sponsors. This is a fantastic program. You're involved with a great program. Obviously, it costs a lot of money to do this stuff to get it out, and we appreciate you being able to do it because it wouldn't be possible if you weren't here. And great kids like this, Gay, thanks for bringing them. Love it. I love it for y'all to get to miss class. Every day. We're all doing lemonade stands this year. Yes? Yes, of course. Well, so I got involved with this program years ago, and it was a natural for me, as I was a kid that did the lemonade stands in the neighborhoods and took that, and I was a kid that, borrowed my parents' lawnmower and cut grass and did that. I always thought entrepreneurial things, and it's just something that was inside of me. And it did spark. Doing things like that eventually led to Cane's. We have over 300 locations now, and we're serving lemonade at every one of them. But it's a basic, it's a building block. And so before, and so like what Dean White's doing here, before in education, it wasn't a really big curriculum. Entrepreneurship wasn't something that was really taught, even in business schools years ago. And so that's why I'm very excited about what he and the team are doing here at LSU to get going. And all the way through, down to younger ages, okay? And so for me is, like, I had that spark. It's just something that was inside of me, right? And some people's parents get the kids involved. Hey, let's do a lemonade stand or something like that. And some don't. And so I think this program is great because Great people like Gay can take people through this, take kids through it, get volunteers, because some people don't talk about business and entrepreneurship. So who knows what we're going to spark? Who knows what the next thing is going to come out from all these kids? So we've done this now for 7 years. Over 100,000 kids have been reached. You think about it, that's a big deal, right? These things can make somebody go. And I really, really do believe that when we get to class, in 10 more years, you'll start getting stories about, hey, I did Lemonade Day, and this is what I did, and that sort of thing. It really is. It is a big deal. They also teach us other things. So I like the whole idea. It's easy workbooks. It's a fun program, right? And it teaches you how to operate your lemonade stand. So it's everything from raising money to do it, how you execute it, how you market it, how you do all these things. So you learn just basic skills, right? So I think all that's good. Best part about the program is what's the money you make. So the program encourages you to save a third, save a third of your money, spend a third, and have fun with that money you made, and then give a third back to the community, which is a really interesting part because business and entrepreneurship are great. And when business is done right? And so a lot of entrepreneurs will do the right thing because they're so appreciative. The Cane's culture is built on appreciation. You're appreciative of what has happened. People have supported you. And so you make it a great place to work, and then you give back to your community. So this is starting at a young age to do that, and so I think it's really great. We're shooting for 25,000 kids this year. So if you think about it, it's great. And we'll have tens of thousands of lemonade stands going, and we'll have a good time. And so I'd like to introduce an entrepreneur that I do a lot of business with, and for a long time, Mike Polito. It was funny, we traded our entrepreneurial stories one time, and he said, well, Todd, how did you get started? I said, I went to Alaska, and I worked in refineries in L.A., and then I went up to Alaska and commercial fish. And he was like, I said, how'd you get started? He said, well, I wasn't quite that excited. He made up a story about tubing down the Chiffuncta River, and he came up with the idea or something like that. Anyway, it was classic. But a great entrepreneur, and this is what this program is, and I want great entrepreneur examples to be city champions every year. And Mike has built his business as a great community guy, and he's always there for Baton Rouge, and has always been there for me too as well. So I'd like to introduce this year's city champion, Mike Polito, MAP Construction.
Well, first of all, we're just tremendously excited to be a part of this. Obviously, for 6 years we've been a part of it, but the things that are going on at Lemonade Day are just unimaginable to me. That what it's been able to accomplish, and for that many kids to have been touched, is fantastic. This morning I was thinking back to my first lemonade stand and what might be something that these folks will learn. And the books, the workbooks, I think are great, and it's something that they'll take with them and they'll learn. But at the end of the day, it's really about the people, and that's what I remember from my lemonade stand that I did back whenever that was, so many years ago. It's the supporters, the folks that get you going and get you doing it, that you want to always remember and appreciate. My mom was the one that said, you got to do lemonade. You got to go out and go put together a lemonade stand. And it's the detractors, the little girls next door that were like making fun of you when you're putting your lemonade stand up. Oh, that's crazy. Why don't you go do something else? And that's real world. It's something that you live with. It's the people that do it with you, the folks that are your friends, your teammates, the culture that Todd has created at Cane's. It's being able to appreciate and respect those people. And at the end of the day, it's finding the client. And so those are the people that I remember from Lemonade Day. And at the end of the day, I hope that these children are able to remember the folks that help them get involved and get them supported and get them, and that they can eliminate from their minds the detractors. Anything can be accomplished, so don't let the detractors keep you from doing it. So that's what I learned. I hope these guys and gals get to learn that themselves. And we're looking for what, 25,000?
25,000, sure.
So we're going to do whatever we can to make that happen and make this a great Lemonade Day.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you, Mike. Next, I want to introduce Becky Walker here on the end. She is the representative of Americana Development and Level Homes. They have partnered with us the last 2 years to create an amazing event in Zachary that has grown to serve over hundreds of people in the community. In fact, is almost kind of replacing the Z-Fest that Zachary used to have. And the outcome and what they are able to put together in one day is unbelievable. So I'd like to give her the microphone. Thank you for your continued support, and allow her to kind of share with all you what exactly it is that they do.
Thank you. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Todd. Yes, Americana and Level Homes have been so excited about this for this will be our third year coming. And we started with Level Homes donated about 50 stands and we distribute it because we have a very fun competition that we do, and we distribute it between 2 different schools in Zachary. We're now doing 3 different schools in Zachary, and those are Zachary Elementary, Rollins Elementary, and Copper Mill Elementary. So it's an opportunity for them not to just get excited and take a personal pride in what they do in their marketing experience, but they're also actually getting something to achieve. And then going back to what Mr. Todd was saying is to go ahead and split that in thirds. So when you become the winner, you take that cash opportunity and split that into those areas. We have, like Jordan was saying, it's really cool because we offer a really unique lifestyle at Americana, our neighborhood, and so we like to do unique community events. And so this was really something that we really loved when they came to us and explained it to us. So what we decided, it's continued to grow over and over. We started with 50. The Level Homes has moved it up to 60 stands this year to be able to distribute throughout. But we actually have planned for 90 participants that are going to be in there, and we're also planning for about 400 attendees to come. So we've taken this concept and we've actually put a little additional spin onto it to make it our own festival, and we've named it Americana Lemonade Fest, supportive of Lemonade Day Louisiana. So yeah, we're really excited. Thank you. And we have some other great activities that are going to go on during the day. We have sports tents, we have art tents, we have jumpies. I know, it's exciting. And then we have some music entertainers, and they're fabulous. We have Michelle Willis, that's a favorite local. We have Three Piece White, and we're very excited about David St. Romain is going to be entertaining for us that day too. So we're really excited. We thank them for the opportunity again. We just love this whole concept, and we're looking forward to May 6th.
It's really fun. Jordan and I go out there. Mike will be going by, but you can bring the kids. It's a really great event.
Yeah, thank you, Becky. Like I said, it's definitely important in small communities like that to help get the word out. So thank you for that. Next, I want to introduce and give a chance for Secretary of State Tom Shedler to say a few words. He called me. His office called me 2 years ago and said, "Hey, Jordan, Secretary of State would like to meet with you." And I was real nervous. I was like, "What did I do?" And he's like, it's regarding lemonade. Can you come to our office? And I'm like, yes, sir, I'm coming. So I come, and I'm in this room with 3 other individuals. And he's like, do you know why you're here today? And I'm like, oh, my God, like, what do we do wrong? We're going down. I'm getting arrested today. I need to call Todd. And he's like, no, we just want to be involved in the program. And I was like, oh, okay. So he developed a system where he wanted to let these kids feel even more important and more real business-like, and created these business certificates that certify with his signature that they are official businesses on the day of Lemonade Day, which is a really cool concept, a really, really cool concept. And actually, we spoke about it at our conference, our national conference in Houston this year, and they're expanding it in other cities and states across the United States because other Secretary of States heard about it and think it's just a wonderful program. So last year we did it online. This year we actually printed the certificates out and put them in the backpack. So thank you to Advocate for printing those for us. But Tom, thank you for your continued support and awesome opportunity.
Yes, thank you. I didn't know I was that intimidating when you met me. I have to tone it down a bit. But thank you very much, Jordan and Todd and all the sponsors for allowing us to participate. As Jordan indicated, it's only our second year, but the concept is to go full circle and let the child experience in real life what they'd actually do of reserving a name and having a certificate of that you're in business in good standing in Louisiana. So I think it's a great example of a private public partnership. And goodness, what a way to learn and have fun at the same time. And my claim to fame was a lemonade stand, but also a snowball stand. When you're from New Orleans, you have to have a snowball stand. But did inking or painting on curves in New Orleans at the time that would shine at night for emergency vehicles to be able to tell an address at night just looking at the curb. So, those types of things are what get you going in an entrepreneurial spirit. And then I was one of those nasty bankers, a bank president at one time. So and then got into politics. But I look forward to working with all these kids. We actually take some of the children of some of our employees, and we give them each a day to put up their stand in our lobby of our commercial division when people come in. So it's great to hear what everybody else does and how this has grown. And Todd, you should be commended on having the foresight years ago to do this. And we were just appreciative that you allowed us to jump on at a later stage. So thank you very much.
Thank you. So just to kind of recap, Lemonade Day, May 6th, Saturday, 2017 this year. Really excited about it. You can register online. Registration opened March 1st, so register at louisiana.lemonadeday.org. Backpacks will be available at all Raising Cane's restaurants in the state of Louisiana beginning tomorrow. So be sure to register and go get your backpack as soon as you can, because once they're out, they're out. And we are anticipating that they're in high demand because the registration has been great. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors. We want to thank the E.J. Uso College of Business, Dean White, Dr. Ed Watson, Congressman Garrett Graves, Senate Representative Stacy, thank you for being here today on his behalf, and all of our sponsors. Without y'all, it's not possible. And this is. I mean, look outside. We've got probably close to 100 volunteers stuffing 25,000 backpacks, and it just shows the impact that everyone wants to get involved and be a part of this great program to help these kids out. So it's really exciting, and we're looking forward to what's to come this year. So thank you all for being here today, and thank you for taking the time and supporting. And remember, on Lemonade Day, when you pass a stand, you have to stop and buy some lemonade. So tell them it's great. So, and thank you all again for coming. So.
Thank you for your
You've got some volunteers working here today. What are they doing?
Well, we're stuffing bags. We're stuffing over 25,000 Lemonade Day backpacks that have the workbooks inside and a lot of fun stuff. And so you can get these at any Raising Cane's location throughout the state. And if you can't get by to get a workbook, go to louisianalemonadeday.org. I got exposed to the idea of Lemonade Day years ago, and a friend, Michael Holthouse, started in Houston, Texas. And it was a natural for me because I got my first spark of entrepreneurship operating a lemonade stand when I was a kid. And so this spark later on turned into, which is now over 300 Raising Cane's locations across the country, and we're serving lemonade in each one. So who knows what can happen with this program. And what I'm really excited about the program is it teaches kids not only to execute a great plan and execute a great lemonade stand, it also teaches them from the money they make to save a third, have fun and spend a third, but also give a third back to the community. And I think that's what great business leaders do. They give back to the community.
We always talk about the future, and these kids are the future, and it gives them a tremendous insight into what business is all about. And that's why we got involved late in the program when I thought about it. Part of that process is coming to the Secretary of State and reserving the name for that lemonade stand and getting into operation and being an official business. So we developed a little special certificate that says Lemonade Day that distinguishes it, and it's actually on our books. It's just that we have it off to the side as a Lemonade Day participant. And so, I mean, it's a great, as I indicated, a great public-private partnership. It gives these kids exhibit something, and I think the greatest thing is what Todd indicated of how a third you spend on yourself, a third you save, and a third you give back to the community. And I think if we start instilling that in kids at a very young age, that can only pay dividends in the years ahead.
We went from my first year, we did 15,000. The following year, 20. This year, we're going to do 25,000. Every year, more and more kids throughout the state and rural areas. Once people hear about it, they fall in love with it. The program, after-school programs, junior league. You have summer programs. You've got a lot of schools. Zachary School District, Central School District, East Baton Rouge Parish School District. Once they find out about the program, that it's free and it doesn't cost them anything, and that all the materials are provided, it's hard not to get involved. I mean, the kids love it because it's fun. It's not just a lesson plan. It's actually interactive and fun. So it really is a neat program. All you have to do is go online and register at louisiana.lemonadeday.org. Very simple. And then once you do that, you print out your registration confirmation, bring it to any Raising Cane's location in the state, and you pick up a backpack. And then from there, you have a mentor that works through the program with you and tells you all the details on how you're going to set up your stand. And obviously, these entrepreneurs have to find their own locations and find their own recipes and the whole 9 yards. But it's a really easy, simple process to get involved.
Go online at louisiana.lemonadeday.org.